Wow, Aquarius, it's your turn. Time's up. This is the third try that I've had with this video. I hope that this one plows all the way through. But it's very weird because it had nothing and everything to do with what I was saying. And what I was saying was this is Aquarius, it is your turn for our trip through the zodiac. We just finished with Capricorn last we met, but remember that no reading comes out of a vacuum, that since the beginning of time, all tarot readings have been influenced by both the time in which they're pulled and the reader. But listen. Okay, what I was saying when the other video stopped, and I'm using the video function on my cell phone, on a new cell phone, so it shouldn't stop like that. It's kind of insane. But, and I don't really believe it right now, actually. But, Aquarius, you have had a pretty good 2024, right? Your 2024 has seemed a little less effortless than most other people's. Like, things have been coming to you. You felt like more yourself. You felt like in your groove. You really got to feel in yourself. You got some success come your way. It was a kind of a good year. If anybody was able to make it through this shit show of a year, it was you. But time's up. So remember also this, I'll tell you guys this, I told Capricorn this reading could be weeks from now. It could have already happened. What I'm talking about in this reading is an energy that you might be present with or you might be ahead of. It's just the reading that I'm pulling because it's where I am. This is how I'm pulling on the universe, is in my own little bubble a little bit. So that being said, this could be for you regardless. It is a timeless reading, but we're talking about where I'm sitting, maybe even the next 18 months, but it's the immediate energy that's coming through. And your bottom card is Judgment. Kind of a cool Judgment card, don't you think? We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Three of Cups. And we have the King of Cups. It's a very strong message from the universe as our last card, the King of Cups. You know, you are wonderful, wonderful weirdos, Aquarius. You are wonderful weirdos. And this upcoming time is going to be, it's going to require you to dig a little deep, because I feel like the last year, because it's been so successful, it's allowed you to really dig into your peculiarities. Yeah, it's really allowed you to feel comfortable and confident in your peculiar way of seeing the world and of expressing yourself, which is what makes you so valuable. And in my mind, the sort of sparkly crown jewel of the zodiacs, right? I'm a Gemini, so I definitely relate to your air quality. But the way in which Gemini and Aquarius are different is Gemini is a mutable sign. Aquarius is not. And so I think you've really dug in over the last year, maybe 6 months, 9 months, maybe longer, into your unique, special expression and view of the world. And so it might be time to sort of do a reset. Just a little bit. I'm not saying, just a little bit. All right, let's clarify the Ten of Swords here. I was trying to think of any Aquarius celebrities, which I couldn't think of. So if you know anybody, drop them in the comments. Whoa. Oh boy. Will this be a representation of a celebrity? That's the Two of Cups. The Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords. Yeah, you're definitely on your own little journey. Maybe digging in. Maybe judgment doesn't have that much to do with it. Let's pull on the Ten of Swords. Come on, universe, any longer, and I'm gonna have to start editing my videos. Yeah, and the reason, okay. Forgive me, and you're Aquarius, so you probably already fast forwarded or turned this off. Oh God, Ten of Swords. We've got the Ten of Wands. Fucking Knight of Pentacles. The Two of Swords. And the Six of Swords. Yeah, that's why I just didn't want to pull on this. Don't want to pull on this. It's uncomfortable. The clarifiers are not clarifying because it's this giant feedback loop. And I really do feel like the ways in which you've dug into the world, you're really sort of getting closed-minded about. Like, it's kind of weird because, like, you might be the type of person where everyone expects you to be like super flexible and going with the flow and ready to do anything, and because you're an outlier, right? Because you're an Aquarius, because you're air sign, because from the outside you look like you're counterculture. And so a lot of people just assume that counterculture equals flexibility and that you have this sort of whatever attitude and you're going to go with the flow. But in fact, that's not exactly the case. Especially now, especially since you've dug in and you have this awareness of yourself, you're really pretty rigid. As cool and interesting and fun and like all these great characteristics of yourself that you see now, and the way that you're celebrating yourself and this self-love and such, it can still get rigid. You can still get rigid in that. And I feel like that's what's happening. And the reason that this feedback loop is coming through in the cards is just to confirm that. Like it's a self-feeding. It's almost like your ego is just chasing its own tail at this point. Like, yeah, you figured yourself out. It's great. Okay, just like chill. Chill, dude. Okay, you're awesome. I know. Okay, cool. And then you just start chasing your own tail. Okay. Six of Swords. Six of Swords. I think if anything, no. I think, oh, she's like, no, shut up, Rose. Okay, so, let me just wait. I want to pull on that Three of Cups first before I say anything about this. Six of Swords. Oh, okay. All right, so we have judgment again. Judgment is important. The universe is like, Rose, no, it is. Yeah, okay, I don't have to pull on the Three of Cups. What I was going to say is absolutely correct. Your flexibility. So I'm gonna reiterate a little bit. So you are allowed to feel yourself. You are allowed to find this new, in this last year or so, maybe more, maybe a last decade. It depends on where you're at and what you're doing. You have been able to feel yourself and get to a point where you acknowledge much more of your own uniqueness than you maybe even used to. And you knew you were special and a bit of a weirdo and a bit of a loner and a bit of a this and that, and you had a different skill set than other people, and you were cool with that. But now it's really set in. Like, now you're really a special person, and you know that, and you're able to thrive through 2024. The reason that it's important not to stay rigid, the reason that it's important to be flexible right now, is that through all this journey of self-discovery, you might have either alienated a special person in your life or gone through it single. And I really see for a lot of you that this next period of life, it's maybe not, this month, maybe not even this year, but you're moving towards a partnership. And in order to make that partnership work or to attract that ultimate partner in your life, you need the flexibility. You need to move faster than this, and you need to be more kinetic, and you need to be more open-minded. Because otherwise that love might not find you. That connection and that person might not look up from their book. I'm definitely getting that. For some of you, like literally, you're going to be standing over your person while they're reading, and they're going to look up from their book, literally. But maybe you didn't see them. If you're in this too much, maybe you didn't see your person sitting on the park bench. And so maybe you didn't walk over to them. And then they didn't look up at you. And then, the fairy tale ending. Yeah, and I felt this with the Three of Cups, but this is where you're traveling to. This is your next big milestone on your path, on your journey, on your spiritual journey, on your path, is meeting this person. Now that you know yourself, now that you have reached this point of self-actualization, now you get to experience what it's like to live there with another, which is really exciting. Really exciting. Bit scary, but really exciting. And you definitely deserve it at this point. So that's why the universe wants to make it extremely clear. And I mean, 2 judgments, you're worthy of this. And if you've been single for a long time, you know how difficult it is. Maybe you're ready, really ready for that person, and maybe that's what you've been trying to manifest now. And dang, for some of you, the cards and the universe, they're all saying it's time. Let's go ahead and pull on the Three of Cups then. I'd like to tell you kind of like where you meet this person, and I'm definitely seeing reading, so maybe hang out in bookstores. It wouldn't hurt. Hang out in some bookstores. Be your weird, wonderful self in some bookstores. Hang out, read some poems. Maybe walk around the park. Maybe the library. Go to the library on like a weekday. See if you can find a student. Over 18, I'm assuming. All right, Three of Cups. 3 of Cups. It's just gave me an instant headache, though. We've got the Page of Pentacles. Underneath that is the Empress. Three of Wands. Yeah, the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, and I think you really are going to have some sort of come to Jesus moments throughout this. So meeting the person is only the first step. That is not the journey. Meeting the person is, you know, the introduction, the explosion when two people meet each other that either have a previous soul tie or that have this amazing chemistry. Like, that's something, right? That's something. It's amazing. Like, that's rare. It doesn't happen very much, honestly. But it's afterwards that's going to be your real journey. It's afterwards that's really, you're going to look back at this time and you're going to say, man, I had no idea. Like, I thought, you know, I had this understanding of myself, but now it's at this whole other level. Being with a partner or, you know, having an interaction, a relationship of any kind that's really powerful will unlock a whole other level of understanding yourself. And I think most of you know that, right? But damn. So you're definitely, there will be moments that will battle test you. And I know that you're not used to that. And so the universe is like, tell them, you know, it's going to be okay. That this is part of the journey. And I think as long as you keep that in mind, like, this is a part of the journey, don't make it everything. Don't be super quick to run away either. I think some of you might have a penchant for sort of like abandoning ship when things get a little tough or when things get uncomfortable. And again, when things challenge your perception. You know, if something makes you look at it a different way than you're used to, embrace that. Don't be stuck in one way of doing things. You know, from you know, the advice of the mutable signs is hey, this is all a weird ride, and there are many different ways to look at it. Okay, maybe that can be your little mantra. Like, this is a weird ride, and there are a lot of different ways to look at it. Okay. I am also, there's something very specific. There's another, the reason I said there's some other type of mantra that you're using. There's some other type of mantra that you're regularly using that as maybe was, maybe something somebody else said. Anyway, if that resonates, it resonates. I think it's a good tipping point, but I think it's okay to change your mantra right now. Anyway, the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands and the King of Cups are not a bad partnership. Page of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups. Yeah. So, you're, you know, I mean, you're going to get a little bit into your feels with this one. You're going to get a little bit into your feels. And I want to also say that, you know, like, maybe you're very happy being single. Maybe you're very happy being alone. That's okay. You don't have to meet anybody. This could be, instead of a person, this could be a life's purpose. This could be a new opportunity. This could be a relationship with a friend. This could definitely be a friend. This has friend zone all over it. If that's you, great. But there is going to be a lot of love, regardless of whether it's a platonic relationship or a relationship to your career or your path or your hobbies or yourself. And that's not yourself. But the King of Cups with the Queen of Cups and the Hermit and the Page of Pentacles. But this is an energy that gets a little too emotional, like gets a little too much into their feels. And I think you might be a little bit triggered by this energy, just a little bit. Like you might feel ways that you haven't felt before in a long time. And that's good. That's okay, right? I mean, we have if you're lucky, you have a very broad spectrum of feelings and emotions. There are many different levels of your emotional existence and nuances within that. And sometimes people trigger us in ways that make us sort of reevaluate ourselves because we didn't know that we were capable of feeling those things the way that we're feeling them. Gosh, that's just it's such a blessing, really, to have that happen to you. I mean, I hope you see it as that. The universe says, we hope you see it as that, and rather than run away or rather than hide yourself after that experience, to really just try and calm the tears, make the water stop flowing a little bit, and become a little bit more contemplative about it. That's all. You can be the hermit outside of the cave, just a little bit contemplative. All right, you guys. I mean, so much to look forward to on this journey that you have. I mean, new love, regardless of where, who it is or what it's about. It's a new love opportunity that you're only getting to experience because you've reached this pinnacle in your life of self-acceptance and self-celebration, honestly, self-celebration. But it is going to require your flexibility. And I think that's a great thing. This is a great lesson to work into this year, because the energies are with you and encouraging you to be flexible and mutable and have the openness of mind to think broadly. Yeah. That's your reading. Aquarius, enjoy.